Hello, everybody. This is Card Guy Chris Ellis,
With Collectible Chris.
and we are here to talk to you about.
Our results from Week 7 NFL, Week 8 college, and we are going into Week 8 NFL and Week 9 college. And this week was a little off balance, a lot of upsets, a lot of games that shouldn't have gone one way or the other. We had at least above 500 record, and we were tied once again to head-to-heads, but we came out with a record at 7-6. With my dad's record now to 66-40, and mine to 59-47, so I'm still 7 games behind. Jaguars beat the Saints 31-24, actually a close game, closer than people realize. Falcons beat the Bucks in Tampa Bay by 3 points, 16-13. The Bears beat the Raiders 30-12. Browns beat the Colts by 1 point and a stunner at 39-38. I picked the Giants to beat the Commanders, which they did 14-7. Dad picked the Ravens in an outstanding performance by Lamar Jackson against the Lions, 38-6. Upset of the week, in my opinion. Pats beat the Bills 29-25. Seahawks beat the Cardinals 20-10 in a divisional game. Dad's pick with the Steelers being the Rams 24-17 in a close game. Chiefs beat the Chargers 31-17, a good divisional matchup. I picked the Broncos to win to beat the Packers within 2, 19-17. Eagles beat the Dolphins in a great game until the fourth quarter, 31-17. And Purdy just needs to do better without Debo. He trusts his people. He needs to do better. Vikings beat the Niners 22-17. So, and we actually agreed on player of the week. No question about it. It's going to be Lamar Jackson. He went 21-27. Best passing percentage all season for him. 357 yards passing, season high for him as well. 3 TDs, no interceptions, 9 carries for 36 yards and a touchdown.
He had a good comeback performance.
Yeah, so I'm happy that he went back to his MVP stride. Rookies, I'm going wide receiver where Dad's going quarterback. I'm going to go with my UNC boy Josh Downs for the Colts. 5 receptions for 125 yards, receiving with a TD.
Yeah, he should have a good next week. I'm going with Tyson Baguette from the Bears QB. His dad's probably more famous than him still. The arm wrestling champ went 21 for 29, 162 yards, 1 TD, 3 carries for 24 yards. Had an outstanding game as a rookie. Also, I think one of their wide receivers had a good game, and their running back didn't do too bad either. So
a good outstanding performance. I mean, the Bears did beat the Raiders 30-12, so a pretty good score. And I originally had Ernest Jones for defensive player of the week, but after Myles Garrett killed us, so me and Dad agreed for Myles Garrett. 9 total tackles, 7 solo, 2 assisted with 2 sacks, and a blocked kick as well in the game. So,
yep.
And just Myles Garrett, beast as always.
Yep.
College football world, Dad won the week of being 6-2, and I went 5-3. Ohio State beat Penn State 20-12. Great defensive game until the fourth quarter. Oklahoma barely scraped by UCF 31-29.
I almost thought that game was pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. Oregon beat Washington State 38-24. Texas scraped by Houston 31-24.
It was a tough game.
I should have picked Virginia beat UNC because it always happens, but Virginia upset UNC 31-27.
That was a good game too. I watched some of that.
A shutout that shouldn't have been a shutout. Honestly, Michigan shut out Michigan State 49-0. Florida State beat Duke 30-28. Good matchup until the fourth quarter. Washington beat Arizona State, scraped them by with a score of 15-7.
Yeah, it wasn't a great game for Phoenix, but I think he'll have a comeback week.
Oh yeah. All right, Week 8. Surprisingly, we got no buys for Week 8. A couple buys in the next few weeks. But Thursday night football, we got the Tampa Bay Bucks versus the Buffalo Bills.
I think it's going to be a good game. I am going for the Bucks.
You're going for the Bucks. I'm going for the Bills just due to the fact that Allen is getting frustrated, and so is the whole Bills team. They know they're better than what they're doing, so I'm going to go with the Bills at home.
I think they get a lot of players back, too. I think Von Miller
Von Miller will be back, and so will Dang.
Somebody
Milano.
Yep. So that definitely could change the outcome.
All right.
Ooh.
A battle with Jersey. The Jets versus the Giants.
Well, I know who Matt would be picking. He'd be picking the Giants. But I don't know about right now. I think I'm going to pick the Jets, Jets.
I mean, Jets coming off a bye. Giants won last week. Defense is doing better.
Both defenses are doing decent.
Yeah.
I like how Zach Wilson's doing his play action passing, though. And Brees Hall's, I just think the Jets have more.
More to offer. And, I mean,
Williams is just being a beast on that defensive front.
I agree. I have to go with the Jets as well. Next game, potential game of the week. Jaguars versus Steelers.
In Pittsburgh. Wow. I'm going Jags.
You're going Jags. I'm going with the Steelers upset. I'm going with the Steelers on this one. Pickett's actually been smarter.
Yeah, I mean, Pickett's I think Pickett is doing well for the Steelers.
This is one game that will go back and forth, in my opinion. It's just that the Steelers right now is unpredictable, and that unpredictability has hurt the Jags. So I gotta go with the Steelers on that.
Yep.
Divisional matchup: Eagles versus Commanders.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles, but I would love to see the upset with the Commanders.
I want to see the upset too, but it's not the right upset yet. I'm going to go with the Eagles for the Eagles to beat this one. This one is going to be a good game as well. Rams versus Cowboys.
Yeah, defenses are going to look good in this one. I'm going to go with the Cowboys at home.
I got to go Cowboys at home too. I mean, Stafford's getting back to stride, which is great. Puka is great along with Cup. That's just a dangerous wide receiver duo. But if I have to stick with impactful players, I gotta go with Cowboys right now. Divisional matchup: Vikings versus Packers.
I'm going with the Vikings. They played really well, and then Mr. Bling is wearing chains again, so you better watch out for Kirk Cousins. So
I do agree with that. I mean, I can see the Packers winning just because it's in Lambeau, but Cousins, the way he just controls the game, he's got to get this. Rookie debut. Finally, with Will Levis at home against the Falcons.
Well, it's almost a home. It's almost a. Didn't Ritter could play for Louisville, or no?
No.
Oh, okay. So it's not a homecoming. I'm gonna go Falcons in this game. I think
You're going Falcons.
Yeah, I think the run game might. I mean, both have good run games. I mean,
you got John versus Henry, basically. With the Falcons not knowing what Levis can actually do on the field yet, and due to the fact that Will has been behind the scenes, probably waiting for his opportunity, this is going to be a close game, but I have to go with the unpredictability. I'm going Titans at home.
Okay.
Pats versus Dolphins.
I'm going Dolphins in this game. Even though the Pats played a great game.
Dolphins want to get that loss out of their mouths. I'm going Dolphins as well.
Ooh, the next one's going to be a tough.
Saints versus Colts in Indy.
I think Jonathan Taylor's getting back into form. I like how Mitchell's a good backup to have. That's going to be the starter for the rest of the year, I believe.
Well, news: Richardson has successful surgery. Might be back about the end of the season.
Might, depending on what else comes out. But I'm going to go Colts. I think Colts might pull it out at home.
After their performance against the Browns and the way they did, and finally utilizing their young keys, I'm going Colts at home as well. The showdown we've been waiting all year long: rookie quarterbacks against rookie quarterback, with Texans and Stroud versus Young and Panthers.
I'm gonna go Texans. They got the better team.
I fully agree, and Stroud's been the more successful rookie quarterback up to this point, so I gotta go with Stroud as well. Next one is going to be potential game of the week as well: Browns versus Seahawks in Seattle.
And Seahawks is wearing the throwback unis. I'm gonna go Seattle here. I don't know how long they can keep the offense the Browns remind me of the Ravens team that won the Super Bowl in the early 2000s.
Oh, when Dilfer was the quarterback.
Yeah, but it was like the defense was doing everything right,
Yeah.
making the score. And I don't know how long you can sustain that in today's NFL. So, I mean,
I see.
I think PJ Walker's not doing bad. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
he made a mistake which should have costed the Browns the game at the end, but ended up not hurting them. So,
I gotta go with the Trolls, man. That dang stadium. It's tough to win in Seattle.
Yep.
It always is, and the teams that beat the Seahawks in Seattle are teams that deserve it. So, like, I see the Browns winning, but I gotta give it to the Seahawks in that tough stadium.
no,
Bengals versus Niners.
this is going to be a good game, but I think the Niners are going to be tired of losing 2 straight. Though you know how much I love Jamar Chase, but
Yeah. I'm going for the upset. I'm going for Bengals.
ooh, the Bengals.
I'm going Bengals against my Niners.
I almost went that route, but I didn't. I don't know.
Purdy's not doing bad. He's making the rookie mistakes that he should have made last year. He's hitting his key points. He's still throwing dimes. He's still doing everything he's supposed to do. Debo should not be as big as a loss. And actually, the game last week wasn't because of Purdy. It was really because of them not controlling the ball with McCaffrey fumbling the ball at the beginning. So, defense is doing great.
They didn't get a sack though on credit.
Yeah, you shoot, which is even more surprising. So,
I think the defense is going to be like sack hungry.
yeah, they will be. But right now, I'm kind of worried about Purdy. I think he is relying a lot on Debo, and he needs to learn
We
how to
have
rely.
news. Watson is out for the game, so it will be PJ Walker for the Seahawks. For the Browns.
For the Browns?
Yep,
Nah, I'm still going to pick Seahawks.
that came about from Yahoo just now.
Okay, cool. Live updates right on the episode. But yeah, I hate saying it, and honestly, Niners win. I'll put soap to my mouth on the next episode. And unlike Christopher Russo, I'll actually live up to that.
But what?
Niners beat Bengals. I'll put soap in my mouth.
Okay, not here.
Okay, fine.
Not in this room.
Fair enough. But unlike Christopher Russo, I'll actually keep my word on it.
You have to bring a picture.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that soon. Chiefs against Broncos. And the Chiefs beat the Broncos 26 last time.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs, even though I still don't think the way they're playing. A lot of people are going to get traded from the Broncos, so this is going to be their show out game.
Yeah, I do agree with that. And honestly, I know I picked the Broncos last time, and I'm going to pick them again just because of how well they have played the past month.
They have played well. It's
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm going with the upset. I got to. I really got to. The next game, Ravens versus Cardinals.
which Ravens are we going to see this week? Ravens receivers drop ball, or are we going to see what we saw this last weekend? We see what we saw last weekend. Ravens are going to beat the Cardinals.
I mean, shoot, even with Ravens dropping passes, the Ravens are still going to beat the Cardinals. Ravens have a better defense. Cardinals, they slack off. Cardinals, to me, slack off so dang much, it's ridiculous. And they either play very good defense or they do shallow defense.
I'm going with the Ravens, too, in this game.
Yeah, I'm going for Ravens. The next one is going to be interesting. Bears versus Chargers.
I'm going Chargers. I'm going with Herbert in this game.
I'm going with the Bears.
Good. Well, the Sunday night game, right?
Yep, Sunday night game. And the Monday night game, Raiders versus Lions.
I'm going with Lions. They want to put that terrible loss out of their way.
Yeah, I agree. And the Lions, honestly, are having all their key players, so I got to give it to them as well. All right. Week 9, college football. Number 6, Oklahoma versus Kansas.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm going with Oklahoma on that one. Indiana versus number 10 Penn State.
Penn State.
Same here. Number 4 Florida State versus Wake Forest.
Florida State should win that one.
Number 8 Oregon versus number 13 Utah.
This should be a good game. But I think I'm gonna go with Oregon. I just like how Oregon plays.
Bo is playing outstanding. Nothing like what he was in fucking Auburn when he was a freshman. Oregon against top defenses, though, it gives them a struggle. Utah is a good, well-balanced team, and I like their coach. I'm going with the sort of. I'm going with the sort of upset. I'm going with Utah.
Going with the Utes? Okay.
Number 1 Georgia versus the Gators of Florida.
And this is for Champaign?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going Georgia in this one.
I gotta go with Georgia. They're just too dang good with a weak schedule. BYU versus number 7 Texas.
I'm going Texas, though. I think BYU is going to give them one heck of a game.
I do agree with that. No question about it. I agree with that. Number 5 Washington versus Stanford.
Phoenix is going to get that horrible. So, yeah, we're going. Yeah.
Yeah, Washington. No question about it. Number 3 Ohio State versus Wisconsin.
Go Ohio State.
I'm going Buckeyes as well on that one. So, really, we disagree with just one on that one.
Which one was that?
The Oregon-Utah.
Yeah, this should be a good game. I think.
That could go either way.
Yeah, I mean,
no question about it either way. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, World Series. We are finally on the road to the showcase of November. And, of course, the start of the dang basketball season. But tonight,
yeah, NBA starts.
I thought it started last night.
Oh, it did, but most of the teams play today.
There we go. Okay. But unexpected World Series when we have the Rangers for number 3 seed, right?
Yeah.
Number 3 seed Texas Rangers seeking the first ever World Series championship in franchise history.
They might have been the fourth. Because the Houston won the division, right?
Yeah, Houston won it by a game. So, yeah. So, 4 seed.
Yeah.
Against the last seed of the National League, the Arizona Diamondbacks. Power and speed versus power and speed. Adolis Garcia being the MVP that he incredibly deserved in the ALCS, dropping bombs, hitting grand slams, driving in runs. 15 RBIs, which is a MLB record in the ALCS alone. Ketel Marte, the NLCS MVP, walk-off after walk-off, hit run after run, then had to hit for power, hit with contact. Marte being one of the most underrated players in the whole National League itself. Not MLB, National League. So, when it comes down to it, is the money going to be there? No. A lot of people will expect it. Braves, Dodgers, Houston, all of these teams. But we got power and speed, and we got uncontrollably high-scoring games coming upon us, or great pitching coming upon us as well. Scherzer seeking a World Series. We got 2 young rookies looking to get a World Series ring in their respective rookie seasons, with Corbin Carroll, undoubtedly the NL Rookie of the Year, and Josh Jung, definitely a runner-up or top 5 in voting in AL Rookie of the Year. This is going to be an outstanding series. Yes, people are saying that MLB is going to be losing a lot of money. I don't see it. Garcia playing as hard as he has. Ketel Marte hitting the ball the way he's supposed to be. Corbin Carroll, most electrifying outfielder in the last 10 years alone since Mike Trout his rookie year. So, who's going to win? Honestly, I don't care. Rangers win. First World Series in franchise history for them. I hope they can do it. Diamondbacks, I want them to win just because of Corbin Carroll. So that's me. That's my opinion. But if I had to choose someone right now, I had to give it to the coach and the person that knows pressure. I'm going with Texas Rangers winning in 5 games.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I'm just going to enjoy watching the series because it's good to just stand back and watch good baseball being played. I don't see where they're going to lose money. I mean, they're going to be playing Texas. I mean, they're not going to lose money and concessions and beer and stuff like that, and either they're going to lose in Arizona. So, I mean, there might not be that many fans that turn it on, but if you like baseball because of baseball, you're going to watch. I mean, I don't see no reason for me not to watch it. I mean, I'm going to watch baseball anyway. So that's two good series. You got two good managers playing in it. You got great rookies. You got veteran players too. I mean, you got the Corey Seagers, the the Simeons, the Scherzers, and you also got
Evan Longoria.
for the Diamondbacks. You got Gurriel. You got
And Longoria in his first ever World Series opinion since his rookie year of 2008.
Yep. So I mean, Longoria is going to be glad to be there. I mean, you got some young players that you always want that young batch to be up and ready for the next couple of years. So I mean, hey, this would be a good World Series. I would like to see it go 7. I really would.
I would too.
But if I look at it from, if I have to pick, I just think the Rangers have the best manager. He took undervalued Giants to 3 World Series and won them. So I mean, why not? I mean, Bruce is one of those guys that does more with less. I mean, granted, he's got Seager, he's got Simeon, but he didn't. I mean, Simeon's the only one that played all 162 games for the Rangers. So, and if you look at his stats, he could easily be voted MVP if everybody wasn't so hooked up on Shohei. I think if Simeon's not in the top 5 in MVP voting, there's something really, really wrong. You gotta look at it, from that point of view. But hey, if Arizona wins, I'm not going to be mad at it. I mean, I don't think we should see a lot of great people doing first pitches. That's for sure. I can think of some people, first pitches for the Rangers and for the Diamondbacks out of their lineage.
I think shoot Randy Johnson.
Yeah, Randy Johnson. You got Fergie Jenkins. You got
I would love to see Palmeiro throw one.
Yeah, but
and that'll be a stretch, but
yeah, I mean, you could get,
I mean, shoot,
Nelson Cruz could come out and throw one, even though he's still playing.
Ian Kinsler, Michael Young,
Yeah,
Josh Hamilton.
Yeah, or Mark Teixeira. I mean,
well, anyone that was part of the Rangers team in 2010, 2011 that went to the World Series and lost back to back.
Yeah, anybody really? Yeah. So it's. I mean, hell, Pudge could come out there and throw first pitch.
I would love that.
So I mean, and the Diamondbacks, of course, Randy Johnson, Kurt Schilling, Luis Gonzalez.
Ooh, yeah.
Craig Counsell could throw out the first pitch. I mean, you got a lot of guys. I mean, Tony Womack. I mean, I could,
I forgot about Tony. Oh my God, that's a name. That's 2002. Golly.
Yeah. So I mean, you got a lot of good players in that whole setting. So, hey, it's all good. It should be an interesting World Series. Next week's show, we're going to be doing our mid-season NFL awards.
Yes.
So we'll do our usual Rookie of the Year, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, and then we'll also look at guys that collectible-wise should be really doing well right now in the NFL. C.J. Stroud's looking really good. I think his his value should be going up.
Oh yeah.
And there's other players. I mean,
Jalen Hyatt, his stock's rising. Michael Mayer, after his game last week, he continued to do the success this week. Jalen Carter is doing well defensively. Even though he hasn't been talked about, Witherspoon's been doing well in Seattle with as much coverage as he's been doing. He's only allowed 1 touchdown.
Yeah. So I mean, from Illinois, the corner.
Yep.
So I mean, you're high on him.
No, I'm very high on him. The way he's been playing.
So
I mean, shoot, Josh Downs.
Yeah.
But that's a personal opinion.
Yeah. I mean, Josh Downs having a good year too. Obviously looking for that. I mean, mid-season. I mean, there's 17 games now. A lot of people were like, "Well, this is the 8th game." And I was like, "Well, it's more like between 9 and 10 than it is week 8." So, we'll look at look at that next week, and we'll see what the World Series looks like, because the World
yes.
Series starts Friday. And
I'll be listening to that game at work. Can't wait for it.
yep. So I hope everybody has a good continued week, and I think we'll be better than 7-6 hopefully this week.
As long as we don't get like a 5-9 record like I did last year.
Well, I mean, we're bound to have one bad week.
If we had one bad week, I hope this is our only bad week.
So, but everybody have a great day and the rest of the week, and we'll be seeing you next week for our mid-season awards. You got anything else?
Please continue watch baseball, and as well, and I brought it back a little bit earlier. Christopher Russo, Mad Dog, House of Retirement.
And we'll be
If you don't know that, please go back and watch Mad Dog on Arizona Diamondbacks. He said if Arizona came back and won against the Phillies in the NLCS, he would retire. Everyone's having fun with it. Definitely watch, Stephen A. Smith on Mad Dog, especially at the start of the show.
on First Take.
On First Take, it was hilarious. Now, Mad Dog, I respect the fact that you're a character. Sometimes I think your opinion is way off. But I respect everything you've done, especially the last 3 years. So when it comes to sports, sports analysts, I respect you. I know you didn't mean that you would retire, but Bengals beat the Niners. I'll still put soap in my mouth. So
Okay. So
go ahead.
everybody have a great week. So this is Card Guy Chris Willis,
With Collectible Chris.
and we'll be talking to you later. Bye.